Trump warns more attacks if ISIS killings of Christians continue in Nigeria. United States President Donald Trump has issued a stern warning that further military action could be taken against Islamic State, ISIS, militants in Nigeria, if they continue to target Christians in the country. Trump made the remark on his social media platform, Truth Social, confirming that recent strikes ordered by him were carried out against ISIS elements operating in northwest Nigeria. According to Trump, U.S. forces have executed what he described as numerous perfect strikes against groups he labels as ISIS terrorist scum, who he says have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years, even centuries. In his statement, the president reiterated that the strikes were a response to what he considers a continuous slaughter of Christians, and that if the violence does not stop, there will be many more attacks. The Vanguard article highlights that the U.S. operation was conducted in coordination with Nigerian authorities, with U.S. Africa Command, AFRICOM, confirming that multiple ISIS militants were killed during airstrikes in Sokoto State. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth echoed Trump's comments, emphasizing the message sent to extremist groups through the military action and acknowledging cooperation from Nigeria's government. Trump's intervention follows weeks of criticism of Nigeria's handling of violent attacks against Christian communities, which is used to justify increasing military pressure. While the Nigerian government has worked with U.S. forces to combat terrorism, it has also pointed out that extremist violence in the country affects people of all faiths and underscored the complex security environment facing Nigerian security agencies. The president's remarks reflect a broader policy stance linking military action to protection of religious communities, and his warning suggests that U.S. involvement could escalate if ISIS-linked groups persist in killing Christians within Nigeria.
Support and cooperation. This has been percolating for some time, for Christian evangelical groups for a few decades, really, and Donald Trump even mentioned it a few times in his first term and expressed the narrative that Nigeria wasn't doing enough to protect its Christian population. But in the last 2 months or so, with congressional pressure and the State Department, they declared Nigeria a particular country of concern when it came to the rights of Christians. And we had heard that the U.S. had begun overflight surveillance of Nigeria from an airbase in Accra in Ghana over the last several weeks. And now we have this. The interesting, but not one of the many interesting parts of the story, though, is that the narrative that Donald Trump has been using has been rejected by the Nigerian government. I know we're going to hear from Nigeria in a moment, but they're saying, look, there are a lot of people dying in Nigeria with lots of different conflicts. It's Christians and Muslims being killed for a whole host of reasons. The jihadist groups are killing both